With everything we've been through, that should've kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You planted seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain,
Desi, we back in the woods room, here to bring y'all the state of the Ravens. So far, we signed Ja'Wuan James to a 2-year contract, $9 million. He came from the Broncos. We signed tackle Michael Schofield. He played a couple years with the Panthers, 30 years old. Both those guys are 6'6", about 300 pounds. Schofield played right guard, and Ja'Wuan James played tackle. So you see what the Ravens are still trying to build that powerhouse, even though PFF had the offensive line ranked 12th going into this year. They extended Gus the Bus, as I discussed in one of my last podcasts about Gus the Bus becoming the #1 running back. So that's looking pretty good in that light. So that's a good sign that we're going to keep him going in the future. We extended him for 2 years, $10 million. Patrick Queen reported that he's excited to work with Rob Ryan. You know, he's one of the new defensive coaches we brought in. Along with the wide receiver coaches we brought in, we also brought in a linebacker coach, so that was a good thing. In other news, defensive tackle Broderick Washington pleaded no contest to his criminal misconduct for damaged property earlier this year. Xavier Kelly and Dante Silencio was released, put on waivers. And Devontae Harris, believe it or not, they signed him to a 4-year contract earlier this offseason. Really didn't hear too much about it, but looking at the transaction wire, they definitely did that. Was surprised. He's a cornerback. He played a little bit last year when Jimmy Smith got hurt at the end of the year a little bit. He's going to be on the field this year. He wear number 33, so look out for him. The recent state of the Ravens right now as of June 9, 2021. I mean, I like the fact that they keep adding pieces to their offensive line. But I still would have liked for them to add Julio Jones to that receiving core. That would have really made a big difference. I know they like them young receivers that they have, but I still believe that would have helped push us to the top, as they're now talking about the Tennessee Titans as being a bona fide Super Bowl contender, and they're still talking about they don't know if the Ravens wide receiver core is going to really be able to produce and help Lamar this year. So that's still an unknown until we actually see them in some games. But like I said, that's the state of the Ravens. And this is B. Desi. We out.
with everything we've been through, that should've kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You planted seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain